All right, I think I've cleared up as much face grease as I could. What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a haul video. I think it's been maybe 6 months since I've done one. It is spooky themed considering we are in October. And I do have some different items that I've never really shown in haul videos. It's usually just decks. But I actually have books this time to show you, and decks, but books also. We're gonna do the books first, and then I'll get into the decks, because some of the decks I have to open like the bag and everything still. I have the books ready to go. Now, you may or may not know this about me, but I love fairy tales. I love legends, myths, folklore. I love all of those types of stories. So I'm very big on collecting fairy tale books or anything related to like fairy tales and folklores. But one of the other passions of mine is finding books that have a twist on fairy tales, like the dark side of fairy tales. And I found a book. Here it is. It's called Damnable Tales Folk Horror Anthology. Did I say that right? Because I was reading it backwards on my viewfinder. But here it is. It's a chunky baby. And I believe it also has some, it's not a picture book, although I do love me a picture book, you know? But it does have like little images on here. It looks to be like the beginning of each story. I'm gonna sniff it. It smells so good. I can't wait to read this. I love fairy tales, let alone like twisted fairy tales. The next book I got, it's actually part 2 of, I believe, a 3-part series. The part 2 book is this one right here. It's called Our Lady of Mysterious Ailments? I'm reading it backwards. Is it? Yeah, Our Lady of Mysterious Ailments. This one is not too thick, but still, she's a chunky baby still. She's pretty tall too. So this is part 2 of the series. I do already have the first book, which is this one, The Library of the Dead. And the third book, I'll put a picture of it on the screen. That one isn't out yet. I haven't pre-ordered it, so I'm just kind of waiting to like catch up on these, but I am going to be getting that one. Just to give you an idea of what type of book this is, I'm gonna read the, I guess, the little splurb to give you an insight of the book. Ropa dropped out of school to become a ghost stalker, and she now speaks to Edinburgh's dead, carrying messages to those they left behind. A girl's gotta earn a living, and it seems harmless enough. Until that is, the dead begin to whisper to someone's bewitching children, leaving them husks, empty of joy and life. It's in Ropa's city, so she feels honor-bound to investigate. But what she learns will change her world. She'll dice with death, not part of her plan, discovering an occult library and a taste of hidden magic. She'll also experience dark times, for Edinburgh hides a wealth of secrets, and Ropa's gonna hunt them all down. Side note, I didn't know the main character's name was Ropa. Ropa means clothes in Spanish. I didn't know that was her name though. I don't even think they said her name in the story so far. I'm like 3-4 chapters in. I'm on chapter 7. I'm 7 chapters in, and I don't recall them saying her name because I feel like I would have remembered ropa being someone's name because it means clothes in Spanish. But that's what the first book is about. I'm not sure if they tie into each other. I'm assuming they do because it's like a 3-part series, but I guess I'll know once I get to the other books. I'm excited. So these next 2 books are part of a series, and it's just the 2. And I really got captured by the cover art for this book. And then I started reading the little splurb about it, and then I got even more caught up into wanting the book, or both the books at least. So this is the first book of this series, The Girl from the Well. Look at that cover art. It just looks so intriguing. It makes me want to read it even more. I'm gonna sniff it. I can't really smell anything. Like, I can't smell the paper. That's weird. I also like the little saying here. I'm where dead children go. That intrigued me even more to want to read this book. So I'm just gonna read what the back says. The dead do not always rest. Okiku knows anger and pain. They are what she last felt before her life was brutally taken from her more than 300 years ago. Now a restless spirit, she wanders, seeking out those who viciously take the lives of children. Okiku always gets her revenge, and she has no remorse for the wicked. Ooh. So it sounds like it's about, I'm assuming, this girl, the girl from the well. It's about her protecting children from the vicious people who try to take their lives. Or possibly even the ones whose lives, unfortunately, they already took. It's sort of like she takes revenge for them. So I'm excited to see what happens here. And then the second part to that series from The Girl from the Well is this one right here. This one is called The Suffering. Now this one, I didn't see the little splurb on what the book is fully about when I got it on Amazon, but just because it's tied into The Girl from the Well, I'm like, all right, well, I have to get the second book because I want to know what happens. So I got the second book. Ooh, somebody said it's a Stephen King-like horror story. So it has a splurb in the back. I'm going to read that. The darkness will find you. 17-year-old Tark knows what it is to be powerless, but Okiku changed that. A restless spirit who ended life as a victim and started death as an avenger. She's groomed Tark to destroy the wicked. But when darkness pulls them deep into, oh my god, I can't even say this, Okigahara, known as Japan's suicide. Ooh, a suicide forest is in here? I'm sorry, I just... Let me try that again. So they get pulled into Okigahara, known as Japan's suicide forest. Okiku's justice becomes blurred, and Tark is the only one who will pay the price. Ooh, so now I'm wondering if does Okiku become sort of trapped in a way when they go into the suicide forest? And it's up to Tark to take care of business? Like, I don't know. But I am interested to read this book too. The cover says, not all that is lost should be found. This is true. Not all that is lost should be found. Not everything you let go should you wish for it to come back. All right, now we're gonna get into the decks. So I did try to stick to like the spooky theme. One of them is not technically spooky because it's an archetype deck, but I do be using archetype decks when it comes to like past life readings or readings related to my Tarot with the Dead, my paranormal pick-up piles, things of that nature. Because I feel like archetypes are really good to use to kind of get an idea of like the personality, or maybe even like big events that stuck out to them. Not necessarily traumatic events, but things that just stuck. You know what I mean? Since we're talking about archetypes, I might as well show you that deck first, which is this one right here. It's the Citadel Oracle. I've been wanting this one for the longest. I couldn't afford the, what do they call them? The limited edition? Like huge boxes? That liminal, is that how you say it? Liminal? That liminal 11 does or come outs with. That they come out with. I can't talk today. I really wanted that one because I think it came with like another deck too, like a little mini deck or something separate from the Citadel, but I couldn't afford it. So I just got this one when it was on sale on Amazon. But this one, how do you even open these? I never actually purchased a liminal 11 deck, so this is my first one. How does this, oh, mira muy fancy. What's this? Faber es Sao Cuesca Fortuna. I don't know what I just read, but that's what it says right there. This is weird that it opens like this. Why do I feel like I'm really far away from the camera now? Well, let me get closer. Hold on. So do I, oh, guess you just pop it out like this. Ooh, there's stuff in the box. Designs. This is what the box looks like. Really pretty. It's in there like this. I guess that's the book and the deck. Whoa, these cards are shaped weird. Hold up. Cool, I didn't know they were gonna be shaped weird. I should do a video of my oddly shaped decks. Granted, they're not really that oddly shaped because most are just like circular or square. This one though is an odd shape. Let's get this card condom off. So these are interesting backs. These are the backs. That's really cool. This shape though is interesting. I love it. The cards are not that huge. It's smaller than my hand. I got medium size hands. This isn't even pocket size either. It's regular size. Cardstock feels sturdy yet flexible. It's not super sturdy. It's more on the flimsy side, but not like Llewellyn flimsy. Does that make sense? Ooh, it has foil details. Is this copper? Here, hold on. So it sort of has, that looks like copper foil. It doesn't look like gold. So I'm just gonna stick with it has copper foil details. Each card has their own specific copper foil details on there. The designs aren't super detailed, but detailed enough. And they do have the title of the main subject on the card, and they have, I believe, at least 3 keywords to go with it, which is nice. Actually, this card had 2. This one had 2 keywords, but there's some cards that have 3, like the first one that I showed you guys. This one has 3 keywords. I'm wondering how it's gonna shuffle though. I don't wanna shuffle it now because I wanna wait till I do a flip through on it, but it does feel comfortable to hold in the hand. It's not super thick because the cardstock isn't that thick in general. And since they're not tall, I can hold it comfortably in one hand. So I'm curious how it's gonna shuffle. It smells nice. Now the book, let's see. This is the book. Here's the back. It's a little thick too. We're gonna sniff it. Ooh, strong paper smell. Jesus. It is it colored? I mean, technically, it's similar to the color of the card, so technically the book is colored. Ooh, it has reversed meanings. I just saw that. That's nice. Reversals in there. I just don't understand why make it open in the bottom. Just make it open in the top. Coffee break. All right, this next deck I kind of got on a whim, hoping that it wouldn't be a pip deck because you technically have a lot to work with this idea that it shouldn't be a pip deck. So I'm really hoping it isn't. And that is the Necronomicon Tarot. This is spot gloss detail, really nice. It says it includes a fully illustrated 78 card deck. Fully illustrated means not pip. I hope you know what that means, inside editions. So let's see if that's true. This is the inside, so it has a little ribbon to pull it out. Here is the book, the back. We're gonna snip it. It smells like comic books, I love it. Ooh, colors. Colored. I think just the majors have dedicated color pages. Oh no, I lied. The minors. That looks like Indiana Jones. Minors have colored pages too. And there's upright and reverse meanings. So this is what the deck looks like on the inside. Closer look for you guys. That's an interesting backing. I do like the way the inside editions cards feel, like that matte touch, and even like the thickness of the cardstock is really nice. This one is a bit thick, so I can't hold it comfortably with just one hand. It smells so good. All right, this fool is not looking where they're going. Here, hold on, let me. So here is the Fool card. I love the details in the border. This little guy up there, that's cool. I wonder what he's reading, because he's like totally not looking, but it's gotta be something important. I just gotta look at this one. I might as well show you. Oh, this says manipulation. Hold up. Look at this creepy guy. Oh, he's typing. I just noticed it's a typewriter. Manipulation. Scary. Look at that face. Oh, there's a star behind him. I just noticed. All right, let me get, let's see, a random one. Ooh, what is this? King of Torches. This just makes me think of Mexico. Maybe because of his getup. Like during the guerreros and things like that. That is a cool chandelier though. All right, let's not get a court card. Give me a minor that is not a court or an ace. 3 of Beakers. I just think of Beaker from freaking, what's that show? I don't know why I thought Nightmare on Elm Street. It is not Nightmare on Elm Street. Freaking Sesame Street? Is that what it's called? That was way off. 3 of Beakers. No idea what Beakers are. I guess we'll know once I do the flip through. What is the 4th one? Ugh, the hell? It's just sniffing all this. 4 of Beakers? Look at them nostrils though. Delicious. So I guess it's not a bib deck. It's gonna be interesting to do the flip through on this one. Here, let's do... What's that? What is this? Ooh, a map. Oh, see, this one is just pentacles. So 3 of Pentacles, that's cool. Maybe beakers are cups because they're, I guess they hold liquids for the most part. Very curious to do this flip through. I'm glad so far it's not a pip deck. It could be pip-ish, but like I said, we'll know once I do the flip through. Oh, that's the other thing too. Inside Editions decks, I don't know what paper they use, but they smell so nice. Do y'all think their decks smell nice? Next, we have a classic, and that is the Horror Oracle. Ew, excuse me, Jesus. Look at all those classical horror movie icons. This box looks like it has weird imprints, kind of like leather or skin, which is interesting. I don't think I can show you guys on camera that well. Maybe at an angle. You can kind of see it. Like there's a weird like shriveled upness to it, but not that deep, I guess. But I don't know, it just looks like leather or skin to me. How does... Oh, this one opens weird too. It opens like this. Interesting. It's just red in there, or is it orange? It's like an orange red. I thought it was red. So this is what it looks like. On the inside, this is a very thin book. You know what? This book, the size of it reminds me of, I think it's called the Goddess Oracle. I was off. It's called the Legendary Ladies. Totally, I know it shouldn't be in here. But the book, the way it's shaped, or even the way the cards are shaped, it just reminded me of it. That I just had to show you guys. Wait, I think it's because it's... They're the same printing company, that's why. Hold up. See this? So this is the book. These are the books next to each other. See, I knew there was like a similarity. It's the same freaking printing company. It's either FSC or the Chronicle books, but they're both listed on these stacks. So that's why they looked similar as to how, I guess, the cards and maybe the book looked. The little details I notice. Okay, let's smell this book. This one smells like Inside Editions card stock, not their book, which I like. Ooh, it's colored. The Gremlins! Oh my God. Look at that. I love it. So colored book, beautiful. I don't know if this is supposed to be the card content. Oh, it is. It almost slipped right off. Okay, so these cards are pretty tall. This feels a little awkward. Dare I say uncomfortable to hold? Like I feel strained holding this like this. So they're a bit tall, which is I guess normal because like I said, they made the other deck, the Legendary Ladies Oracle, and those cards are pretty tall also. These are the backs. It is reversible. So the first one here is Animal, which is the Forbidden. Ooh, it's the Candyman. The Candyman. Okay, let's do one more random one. I technically already saw the Gremlins one. It's it. We have the Trickster. I like that they used the OG it, not like the new one. You know what I'm talking about? Not the remake one. I like the OG it that's in here. I mean, it makes sense if they're looking back at, like, it says classic horror, so I'm glad they used the classic it and not the new one. One more for shits and gigs. Dreams. Freddy. Freddy is one of my faves. Between Jason, Michael, and Freddy, like those three amigos, I'd probably prefer Freddy's because his has to do with dreams, and I have like this big thing of dreams and like fascination of dreams and things like that. I'm excited to see what other movies are gonna be in here, and if I can quote all of the movies in here, or even at least like the characters. Maybe not all the movies because I don't even think if I've seen all of them, but for sure I know all of the characters. I'm gonna guess that I know at least 95% of the characters in here. We'll see when I do the flip through though. Now this next deck I kind of just saw on a whim when I was scrolling for like, I think at one point I was looking for horror related decks, spooky decks, Halloween decks, just all, you know, that genre. I was looking for that. And this one just caught my eye when I was just scrolling, you know? And I was like, ooh, this one is pretty. And it has something to do with my culture being Mexicana. And that is of Dia de los Muertos. It's literally called Dia de los Muertos Oracle. And I love all the marigolds. But look how pretty and vibrant. Wisdom from the departed beloved. Has a little paper thing in here. Who printed this one? Oh, it's from Blue Angel. I was like, one of them specifically like to put a piece of paper in there for some reason. Oh, pretty. The book has spot gloss details. There's no ribbon and there's no design in the box. It's just black. The smell's a little weird. Not gonna lie, I haven't even sniffed the book yet. Here's the book. Has little spot gloss details. Look at this beautiful drawing in the back. So cute. We're gonna sniff it. Ugh, Jesus. That smells very chemically. I don't like it. It's not colored. Are there pictures? I think so. There's a picture right here. Take this card condom off. Look at these vibrant orange backs. It has a matte finish to it. Cardstock feels fairly thick. It is sort of tall too, so it is uncomfortable. I was gonna say comfortable. It is uncomfortable to hold it this way. This is the first card that I see, but look how beautiful and vibrant those colors are, which is also like what Dia de los Muertos is. It's so colorful and bright. Okay, random card. Frida Kahlo! Hey! Look at Frida. Alright, let's do this one. El Pueblo. That's so pretty. Man, I need to go visit the motherland again. I have to go back to Mexico. One more. Campanas. The bells. So cute. I can tell this deck is going to be very vibrant. I'm excited to use this in my readings. I do have a vampire deck. These people did make another vampire deck. I was like, I could have sworn I had another one from them. And I'm talking about Tarot of the Vampires. It's a Llewellyn deck. I have their other vampire deck, so I was kind of like, I didn't think they were going to come out with another vampire deck because they already made one. But hey, I wanted to see what the difference was because I do have the other one, so I'd kind of want to compare the both. The other one, to be honest, feels like, I want to say, older vampires. And this one feels like it's more, not new age, but like vampires from less than 100 years ago. The other one feels like vampires from maybe 500 plus years ago, and this one doesn't. So, you know, your typical Llewellyn decks. They're in this typically sized box. It is magnetic clasp. Ooh, there's an image in it. Oh yeah, this is definitely like current vampires. Here's the inside. It does have a ribbon to pull out the book and the deck. The Codex of Vampires, or the Tarot Guidebook. I do love that Llewellyn has colored books and that they have like a big page for the artwork. Oh my god, where did his face go? Look at that. Sorry, I gotta put it in an angle because otherwise my ring light would get in the way. But look, that guy's missing his face. Turn into bats. What was I saying? But yeah, I do like that they make their books like this where they have like a big, like one page dedicated to the art instead of a little tiny one. Same with the minors, because sometimes tarot books would have like a full page of art just for the majors, but then the minors are like really tiny. But with Llewellyn's books, all of them have full cover art pages. We're gonna sniff it. Smells like comic books, which I love. They're reversed meanings, or is this just a story? There is reversed meanings. It's just written like within the paragraph. So you gotta kind of find it, but it's like towards the bottom. Ooh. So this is fully the inside of the box. This is weird. I don't remember them doing this with their decks, so might be new, I guess. It smells like permanent marker. Oh, that's cute. So it's not reversible, which is fine. But this is a really pretty backing. They have a rose, and I believe that's a lily. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know flowers. So typical size for the Llewellyn decks, comfortable to hold in the hand. It's the super glossy finish too, so they're gonna be kind of slippery. So since we're on the full card, might as well look at that one. So here's our full. You see what I mean? Very modern. Like that guy's wearing, what, a biker jacket? Oh, this is the dude on the book. The King of Wands. Ooh. This guy looks cool and gross. The Devil, look at that. Jesus. The Five of Pentacles. Interesting. So definitely more modern than their other vampire deck. If you don't know what other vampire deck I'm talking about, it is this one right here. So this is the other vampire deck that Llewellyn published. This one, they're more OG, they're more older vampires. And then these guys are more modern. We got two more decks, and they're from these people. Pantare, I think? Pantare? Next is the Southern Gothic Oracle. I did also get the expansion for this one, which is the Haunts expansion. Here's a close-up of the box. 9-card expansion. Opens like this. And that's the inside. This is a very thin book. Here's the book. That's the back. It's really thin, but we're gonna sniff it. It smells like inside editions, so it smells good. I don't believe this is colored. No, it's just words. Just a lot of words. Take the card condom off. These are the backs. I like the little wishbone. I don't think the backs, yeah, they're not reversible. They have a different image on top than they do down here. It's your typical oracle size, so comfortable to hold in the hand, and it has a matte finish. This is the first card in the deck. I believe it says Hurricane Lamp. I'm reading it backwards. I can't read the little keywords because they're too small for me in the viewfinder. Ooh, Vanity Sucked. Self-awareness and clarity. Dashed hopes and mourning. Now, I'm not going to open the expansion part of it. I'd rather do it on the actual flip through video for this deck because it's just the 9 cards. So watch that flip through if you want to see the expansion cards. And last but not least, we have the Rose, Dust, and Ashes Oracle. Look at the shape of this box. It's so pretty. The only thing that I wasn't happy about this deck before I purchased it is that I believe it's only 30 cards. I wish it was more, especially considering the price. It was a bit expensive. I think it was 60 bucks. For 30 cards, I get like 40 bucks. Ooh, there's something on the inside. I can't read it, so if you guys want to pause and read it, that looks really cool. This is what it looks like on the inside. Here is the book. It has foil details on the title. It's a very tall book. We're gonna snip it. Ooh, it smells chemically. It smells like, which one of these decks smelled weird? The Blue Angel. The Blue Angel book. That one smelled chemically. So it's not colored, but there are images in here. There's a little saying on the back of the book that I want to read. Have you ever walked through a historic cemetery and wondered about the art on the monuments and markers? The weeping angels, the anchors, the scrolls, and doves. What do they all mean? If you're willing to learn the meaning of a few symbols, you will find layers of cultural history in those shapes and figures. Being receptive to them is like hearing the dead speak. And the deck is right here. It has like a velvety, cushiony thing, foam, I guess, around the deck. These are very glossy. They're not fingerprint friendly. There's so many fingerprints on it. I just opened it. These are the backs. Very shiny. They're gold gilded. I hate gildings because it falls off very easily and it looks like crap afterwards. I don't know if I can show you it properly. It's not edged, it's gilded, and I hate it. This is the first card that we see. I like the sepia tones in the deck as well. Readiness. This looks like ashes, sort of. It looks like a thing to hold ashes. One more. Resilience. Ooh, this is a cool, if this is a tombstone, that's cool because it looks like a freaking tree trunk. So that is it for this haul video. If you guys stuck to this part of the video, please leave the coffin emoji in the comments. That way I know, and I'd very much appreciate it because that lets me know that you actually watched the whole video. Don't forget to like the videos. It helps me out a lot, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!